Not been a particularly great week for the former royal known as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. But seemingly this was the moment when Hollywood really decided to draw a veil under any associations with the former royal. And this is out of respect to someone that they held very dearly as ever. Who? And let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in a beautiful spot, isn't it? Just look at the tranquil water beating down heat wherever you are in the world, whether it's winter in your part of the world, as I know it is in Australia, or any of the other beautiful parts that do watch this channel. First of all, thank you, welcome, and also thank you for taking the time. We're having a wonderful summer so far here in the United Kingdom, all set to change though, let me tell you, because apparently we're going to be having, yes, thunder and lightning and maybe a week of storms. You've got to grab it while you can, haven't you? A little bit like the fame game that happened for Meghan Markle, as one can imagine. For a while, you see, she was the darling. You know, she'd left this cable TV program Suits, married a prince, went to live in a palace. It was like a tick box, wasn't it? Even she mentioned that she felt a little akin to the point of, well, it was a fairy tale. Those fairy tales, though, can turn nasty, like Grimm, as in the Brothers Grimm, as Meghan's finding out. You see, her big problem was this, that she decided, along with Prince Harry, to make a tell-all documentary, trash the people that had really been supportive, kind and welcoming to them both. And then, of course, what they did hope both to have is something of a stellar audio, movie, whatever you want to call it, entertainment career. Setting up their own production company, Archwell Productions. We were promised, well, stellar product, were we not? It was going to be marvellous. Everybody would tune into the rom-coms, the inspiring documentaries, the Pearl, even with the, well, inclusion of Sir Elton John and his partner David Furnish. That didn't work out well. But this, according to a very good source, is the moment when Hollywood truly decided to turn its back on Meghan in particular. You will recall during that particular documentary series, she mocked our great and wonderful monarch of 70 years, Her Majesty the Queen. Oh yes. Now stalwarts, of course, who really admire Her Majesty, like the actor Tom Cruise, who did a splendid job at her Platinum Jubilee celebrations, were absolutely appalled. And any chance to operate in the hierarchy of Hollywood really was quickly drawn a line under. Now, whatever people thought about Meghan and Harry being invited to the Oscars, of which they truly had hoped to do, was simply a no-go. You know, the Oscars really didn't want the controversy, and more importantly, didn't want the circus as we saw with the NYC car chase. But truly, according to a very well-placed source in the huge entertainment business over in Hollywood, this was the turning point. They simply could not believe that someone would be so rude, so unkind, and more importantly, at the time of filming of this, everyone knew just how ill our gracious monarch was. They let the monarch believe, of course, right until the end, that the responsibility of racist claims was there. Can't have been easy, as we know, for Queen Elizabeth, but she battled on gamely to the end, seeing a very final Prime Minister in the Right Honourable Liz Truss. What's interesting here, though, is as Meghan's now finding out, when you mock people, particularly those that are well loved around the world, it truly can come back to haunt you. And in the case of Meghan and Harry, that is now truly the case. If they were hoping to branch out into Hollywood, they've seen Netflix fly, they've seen Spotify go. How many more companies really will be willing to take the chance? Seemingly they're game, but how game now are the power makers, the brokers, the heads of Hollywood, knowing that very quickly, very soon, the real power lies in Prince William and Catherine, the true royals, the Prince and Princess of Wales. I wonder what Harry thinks now when he watches back this clip. Must come back to haunt him. I'm sure you'll all agree. Neil Sean in a very beautiful spot in the very heart of Yorkshire.